Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Own the Life of Your Dreams YouTube channel. My name is Tamisha, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. I have a great mindset trick business tip for you today, but before I get into that, if you are new to the channel, welcome. My channel is about helping online entrepreneurs like yourself start, build, grow, and sustain their business for the long haul. If that's something that you're interested in, then definitely subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification below so that you are notified anytime I drop a new video, which happens to be daily at this point. So I am so excited. I have been reading, well, not necessarily reading. It's been an audio book. I'm going to purchase the book. I'm going to purchase the book. But I have been listening to on YouTube the Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill. And it's very, very, very popular. And if you haven't heard of it, you need to read it. Definitely. You need to listen to it on YouTube. You need to get your copy and read it like I'm going to get my copy and read it. Mark it up. Do it. Then read it again, mark it up, do it, and then read it again. Okay, it's one of those type of books where you can't just read it just one time because it kind of all flows together, and you'll forget some stuff, and then you won't be able to implement it properly. So definitely get it. But there's one section that I have been reading over and over again, and it's kind of about having a great idea and marrying it with a specialized talent or specialized knowledge. So getting an idea and marrying it with specialized knowledge. Now, getting an idea is pretty hard. That's probably the hardest thing in business. Specialized talent or knowledge you can get anywhere, all right? You can get it in education, whether you go to school for it. You can get it in a course online. You can get it through training or a mentor or anything like that. Specialized training can come a dime a dozen, but having a good idea is what makes people rich. Specialized training you can get anywhere. So in the book, they kind of dwell on the fact that you need to be creative. You need to be imaginative. And if you don't use your imagination, then you're basically stuck or pigeonholed doing what everybody else is doing. And of course, people are getting money doing what everybody else is doing, but that's because somebody had a great idea and started it off. And basically, the money's kind of trickling down from there. But if you get a good idea, if you use your imagination and get a good idea or a great idea and don't sit on it, figure out a way to make it happen for yourself and get the knowledge that you need to make it happen, then you will be a millionaire. Like if you think of the person who came up with Coca-Cola, or the people who came up with Jeff Bezos, who came up with Amazon, or Mike Zuckerberg, who came up with Facebook. All of these people, or Bill Gates, everybody came up with an idea. Everybody had an idea that they started off with, and they just capitalized on their idea. They found the knowledge they needed to make it happen, and they made it happen. And this was so poignant in the movie The Upside with Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston and Nicole Kidman. And I just watched that movie yesterday, which is a great, great movie, and a true story, by the way, which was also amazing. The friendship between this rich man and basically this ex-con, and how they came together, formed a relationship, and the ex-con ended up starting his own business based on the principles that I'm reading in the Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich book. And it was just so fascinating to see it played real life out in front of me in a movie. And I know it's a movie, so I'm sure that they used creative license and not all of it was true. But I'm pretty sure the fact that the man has, a business of his own at this point came from the Napoleon Hill process. So the thing is, you see the friendship grew between basically the mentor and the mentee, even though Kevin Hart was actually taking care of Bryan Cranston the whole movie. And Bryan Cranston kind of came out of his shell in this movie, and I'm giving you the actors' names and not the actual people's names. Dell is um, Philip is Bryan Cranston, and Dell is Kevin Hart. So Phil was a quadriplegic. He needed somebody to take care of him. Dell wasn't having any of that. And basically when they came together, it like created magic in between both of them. And Phil, who kind of wanted to die, kind of came out of his shell and became a whole person from the inside. It was healing. He might not have been able to still use his limbs, but he was healed by his relationship with Dell of all the previous baggage that he had. And Dell, who was selfish and only really thought about himself, was healed in that relationship as well. And he became a better father, and he started to have ideas that propelled him into the next phase of his life. And you saw how he went through the creative process. And, you know, when people say that, you know, when Black people especially say that, you know, they can't be rich or they don't have a mind for business, I find that so false. I just feel like you just have to have the opportunity to build that. You know, you need to have somebody that's going to cultivate that potential within you. And you saw that in the relationship between Philip and Dale. Philip cultivated his potential, even though Dale did some crazy, outrageous things in trying to find his niche and, you know, saying some crazy business ideas like creating an app for finding weed. Even though that was insane, the fact of the matter is what Philip did was not shut that thing down completely. Well, he did, but it was like, I think that's not your calling. I think you can find a better way or better thing to do. And so it was like, okay, that's not going to work. Let's try something else type of deal. And that's kind of like how business is. That's how business is, period. It's about finding your idea and going through the process and processing it with a mentor, with a coach, somebody that's going to help guide you and build you up in your process so that maybe this idea over here didn't work, but something over here later. And it's amazing to me that it was his specialized skill of working on the wheelchair that Phil had that became his business in the future. And I know if you haven't seen the movie I just dropped a huge spoiler, I apologize. But the fact of the matter is that is how business works. And it's about having an idea, acquiring the knowledge to make your ideal possible, creating this desire within you, this passion within you so you can keep going, finding your why, and keep pushing through the BS until you make it happen for you. All right. And so if you are in this new stage of online business, take heart. All right. This is not going to be like this forever. You have to acquire the specialized knowledge in order for your idea to take place. And once you get that ball rolling, I mean, you'll be unstoppable. I mean, ask Mary Kay, okay? Ask Napoleon Hill. Ask all of these millionaires now that started off with humble beginnings. All they had is an idea and a desire to make things possible. Colonel Sanders, to make things possible in their life. Then they came across somebody who either had a specialized knowledge or they were willing to learn the specialized knowledge that they needed to make things happen, and it blew up for them in their life. And you can do the same. So I hope this video was of value to you. If it was, make sure that you give me the thumbs up, like my channel, and please subscribe to my video, especially if it's offering you some great knowledge and content and value. and I want to make sure that I'm giving you what you need to be successful. So if you have any questions or comments, make sure that you leave it in the comment section, or hit me up, Facebook, text me, let me know what it is that you need to help you be successful on your online journey. Also, if you want to know what I'm doing to basically liberate myself from my 9 to 5 and cut myself from the rat race, that's the first link in the description box. Make sure you check it out, see what it is that I'm involved with, and I will come alongside you to help you be successful if you decide that that venture is best for you. All right, and I look forward to making your dreams a success, or making your dreams a reality, I should say. So until next time, my friend, make sure that you think big, dream big, take action so that you may own the life of your dreams. Bye now.